Welcome back, Battleforge Brothers fans, to a bit of a special unboxing video today by a company called Mechanicus Forge, which are based on Facebook. They are run, I'm pretty sure that they're solely run by one guy who is an absolutely fantastic sculptor. He goes by R Blackman. Of course, the links will be in the video for his page. It has his own website, everything like that, his own eBay store. But what the product is, it's inside this very, very nice box. So before I show you what's inside, I got in touch with Mechanicus Forge, very, very friendly guy, because I'd just stumbled across the page, just perusing the internet, and obviously on Facebook, and stumbled across the page, and my god, some of these sculpts that this guy does is out of this world. So naturally I got in touch and was just very, very interested so he was very, very accommodating to send this through for us to do a review. So just before I do the reveal, just a massive thank you to Mechanicus Forge, and of course R Blackman. I'm unaware of what his first name is, so I do apologise. I'll just refer to him as Blackman from now. So just a massive thank you, and please check if you like the 40k universe and your fantasy and also your sci-fi. Please check this website out. You will not be disappointed by what you see. It is absolutely incredible. So without further ado, I spoke with Blackman. There's various different projects that he's been working on. There is a current Abaddon the Despoiler that he's working on, which is unbelievable. I cannot wait to see what that looks like. But this is, as you can probably guess by a little bit of the symbolism on the box. The box is really nice as well, actually. It's like laser cut wood. It is Imperium, because you have the Aquila here. And it is a Sister of Battle. Now I'm planning on starting Sisters of Battle, so I thought this is perfect. Let's have a look and see what we've got. So I have, obviously, it's that is the page. So website of there as well. Really nice design on the box is fantastic as well. I'll certainly be keeping a hold of that. So let's have a look. So it's very well packed, and this chick is absolutely fantastic. So just to, wow, the detail on the body is just really intricate. So I mean, look at that. This is just the body. All these little sections here have all got armor plating on. And what I really like as well is like the classic style boot, kind of like Canon S Viridian. They are resin as well, so I do like solid resin. It's nice to work with. I mean, all the way down to like the detail on the back here. You've got like the cables running through. So I am looking forward to painting this. Just to give you a bit of a size comparison, I've been working on some Sisters of Battle, which Graham kindly gave me, and got a couple of the Gemini Superior here. But just as, I mean, that's a Gemini Superior. This chick, I mean, it's huge. Can't wait to get this thing up and running. So I mean, obviously that's the body, and it's all one solid piece, this particular model. There's no like, it's not articulate or anything like that, because I have seen others where they do move. I mean, there's a couple of little bits just to file down as expected, but it's nothing. This isn't a mold line, that's part of the design, where the armor would clip together. So nice there. It's a nice, solid, sturdy piece. It looks fantastic. So you've got separate pieces, of course. You've got the backpack, which the detail on the backpack even is amazing. And obviously that's where it will clip into this little hole here. Obviously it may need a little bit of green stuff just to keep it in place, but it's a pretty actually nice little fit, that. So super glue might just hold it in. But I think there's a torch that goes on the back of this. So that's the backpack. It's very, very well packed. Just to give you a look. Obviously you've got all the different sections here. So let's just get the demon head out. This is like a Slaanesh style demon. That is absolutely amazing. The sculpt, it's just absolutely fantastic to do the flesh and do the eyes and stuff like that. The nostrils even. Don't know if you can see all of that. The teeth. And of course she does have a wound at the top. Because I've seen pictures of it on the website where the sword, there's a power sword that actually goes inside of that. And all the tentacles on the back, and this is obviously flat to go on the base. So that is incredible. I haven't gotten everything out of this before. I obviously had to check to make sure everything was fine when I received it, so I have kind of seen this a little bit, but I haven't seen all of the little nitty-gritty parts. So, and there's her face, the Sister of Battle face. Amazing detail on that. Absolutely incredible. There's a tiny little bit of flash there that'll come away, as to be expected. I mean, the hair is sculpted very, very nicely. So obviously that will just sit in this little section here. So something along the lines of that. So just to give a bit of a scale there. She's huge, absolutely huge. Can't wait to get this thing worked on. I'm so excited when this arrived. He does also do Space Marines, and of course there's the Abaddon that he's currently working on. If you want to see a good video of the Space Marine as well, I didn't know, but our good friend Michael from Wolfwraith's channel, he's done an absolutely fantastic paint job on the Marine that Blackmane does as well. The Marine is obviously bigger because the armour and everything as well. And it's a nice sculpt, nice paint job as well. That's on the pages, but the one that Michael's done on his channel is in Blood Raven. It's incredible. So if you want to check that out, certainly check out Wolfwraith's channel. Obviously, just back to the sister. Obviously, there is this is the gun arm. As you can see, there's the hilt and all these sections to put stuff on. And there's like a gauntlet. Nice work on the fabric here as well. Be nice to get maybe some red on there. Undecided of what actual colour scheme to do with this. I think I'm going to go with the classic Sisters of Battle. I mean, the depth as well. That is the creases inside there is really nice, and of course the bolter already drilled out as well. Amazing, absolutely fantastic detail on the bolt gun. A couple of little mold lines, just to trim down ever so slightly, mainly on the difficult parts to get in here. I'm wondering whether like a machine trims the majority down in the process, so it kind of can't do these bits. But I mean, that'll take nothing to do that. And of course, the whole section would just slot something like that. So very nice. Obviously, there's a lot of iconography and things like that is removed from these. Obviously, it's a good idea because it just gives a little bit of artistic license. And this is the other arm, which has obviously got the hilt of the power sword there. Same again. Very nice detail on the fabric, the creases and stuff like that. So that's like how it would look, obviously packaged. It's very sturdy. So that's the first little tile, and the base is huge. It's a nice little clear base, which of course I will be probably sanding this down just to make things adhere to it much better, just to give you a bit of an idea. Obviously she is quite tall. She doesn't even fit on the camera. So. And of course the demon head would be somewhere around about there. So a very, very nice size base that. I think it's about the size that you used to get for like the templates for 40k. So that's the base. And then this one there's another section here at the bottom. It's a little bit tricky to kind of get everything out. So just to give you a look, of course, you may not all be interested in this, but it just peels away, nice and simple, just so that you're not damaging any of the small intricate bits to get everything out. So that's a good idea, that, because you know, especially with these, which looks like fabrics. I'm going to leave them in there for the time being until I'll be using just a little bit of reference point of where exactly they would go, just so that I do this amazing sculpt justice. Of course, you've got a couple of little grooves here, and like I say, I'm going to just pop them in there just to keep them safe. There is some bigger pieces, of course, which we can look at. You've got the shoulder pads, very nice detail on there, and of course on the arms, I think this is the left arm. It would just slot something like that. Like I say, I am going to have to just take a look at the artwork as well. I don't know whether that's too long, whether it needs trimming or anything like that, but it looks as though that it just sits nice like that. Bit of a gap there, which is not too bad at all. I mean, I can't stress enough. Just it's really a joy to see this in person, of the scale of it, and also just the detail and the amount of work that must go into making this, from concept to seeing it, is amazing. You've got, looks as though these are like the knee pads. Absolutely incredible. I love that. Very, very grimdark. I mean, it fits. I think that's the right one. No, it must be. They are unique as well, so you can't like get them mixed up. It would sit something like that. That looks absolutely awesome. I've just noticed as well on the actual armor, the detail, as much as like the belt buckles to kind of fasten that round, you know, like a bare leg. Very, very, very impressive. This is just, it's like being a kid in a candy store. It is incredible. And there is the power sword. And what I like about this is obviously you've got the little gap there for the hilt, just nice and slots in, just like that. Nice little length. I don't know if that's as deep as it goes. I'm just a little bit scared to try it just while I've got the one hand. But of course, it would slot into the demon head. Nice, just in there. So just to give you an idea, I'll not go through everything else, but that's like the main parts. There's some other small pieces as well, which we will see later on. Because what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to do a couple of different videos, because I'm wanting to take my time on this to get it all painted up. So that's obviously what it's looking like in pieces at the moment. We'll get it all glued up and primed. I'll probably do an update video just to show you the scale of it on the base, what it's going to look like, the size comparison, and then we'll start getting some colours applied to this absolutely incredible sculpt. It really is. So if you obviously like your Imperium stuff, your Sisters of Battle, especially with all the hype with them getting redone, certainly check out Mechanicus Forge. The sculpts, they're not too badly priced, especially for what you get. Obviously it's not going to be the same price as a normal miniature because of the scale, but it's, if you're wanting a centerpiece for a 40k, you know, just to have on your shelf, no matter what kind of faction, you know, especially things like Imperium. At the moment, there's a lot of Imperium stuff on the page. There is a really, really fantastic Khan the Betrayer as well. And of course, as I mentioned, there is Abaddon the Despoiler currently getting worked on, or Abaddon, however you want to say it. And that is looking incredible. So be sure to check out the Facebook page as well. There is some painted versions of, I don't think there's a painted version of the Sister, not that I've seen, but it's quite a lot of the Space Marine. So if you want to see what these look like painted, or to get an idea, be sure to check out the Facebook page as well. Unsure of the colour scheme to do with this, like I say. These are obviously like the Gemini Superior. I was a little bit tempted to kind of do this scheme on that. I'm really unsure yet. I don't know whether to do that and make a, you know, like a Superior and just to have a stud there being awesome, or, you know, do the you know, the good old classic, you know, like the black armor. Not sure at the moment. If you have any ideas, you know, whether you know, should I do gold, like that kind of royal kind of feel to it, or whether I go grimdark and do like the traditional black. Just leave a comment. It'd be interesting to read some of the ideas for what to do with this. But regardless of the colour scheme, I want to take my time on this, and I cannot wait to do any update videos for this as well. So that's the product review done. This is easily the one of the best products that I've reviewed. It is phenomenal. So all you Sisters players out there, this is a really nice centerpiece. You can imagine it just set out, your army laid out, and this chick at the back, you know, just as a centerpiece, and just to say that I've got this fantastic model. So certainly check out Mechanicus Forge, Blackmane Sculpts. Give him a like and follow his page for updates of new sculpts. Give ourselves a like the page and subscribe as well, and hit the bell button so you don't miss an upload for, you know, product reviews, battle reports, and as such. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, and until next time, guys, happy wargaming.